What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your crypto market update. My name is Amal. Real quick, so on Bitget, right, as y'all know very well, Alpha Trades community does a yearly challenge starting off with $5,000 in a trading account, fully transparent, showing our members exactly how we trade, what we trade, when we trade. 2021, that challenge ended with a almost 400 and some percent gain by the end of the year. As you can see, 438% gain. So this was the 2021 challenge. Currently, the 2022 challenge is ongoing. We're down about, I want to say 38, 40% in the account. However, right, if you look at BTC and Ethereum are technically down over 50% from their highs. So we're performing a little bit better than Bitcoin and Ethereum. And to me, that's a good thing. Just because we're not looking for substantial gains in a bear market. It could be a little bit tough to do that. But what we're looking for is the journey over the next 6 months, over the next 1 year or so, right? The remainder 6 months, of course, in the challenge, I expect the challenge to go better than the market benchmark, such as Bitcoin. So, we'll see how that pans out. As of right now, what I see in the market is a few things. Market is definitely riddled with a lot of bad news, such as Nancy Pelosi, who is the House leader here in the United States, flying to Taiwan, which obviously China does not like, and the West is sort of backing that. Whatever your politics is, it doesn't matter, right? Point is, it's happening. How does that impact markets, and how do we deal with that? So what I did was on Bitget, put on a short position in BTC, currently still sort of, hedged short. I have a long position in the market as well on another altcoin, which I'm hedging with my BTC short position. So for now, I'm not net short or anything. I personally don't think that the market is going to fully collapse. I do, however, think that we are going to get a pullback, and that pullback could be towards 22.6, maybe all the way down to about $22,000. In which case I may want to close out my shorts down here or down here and consider getting long. Okay. One of the good things about trading on Bitget is I can simultaneously open, both long and short positions and multiple trading positions at the same time. And something that I, sort of appreciate about the exchange. And of course, they have sort of your spot grid trading and grid trading, which is your automated trading, which I'm going to be making a video on hopefully later in the week. We do see some positive news came out of Boston Consulting Group, talking about crypto being sort of a 1 billion active users by the end of 2030. So that's about 8 years away. And of course, those of us that are in crypto, we obviously know that crypto is here to stay, or else why the hell will we be here if this is all just a Ponzi, right? So all in all, I mean, this article, y'all should definitely read it. I thought there was a lot of really great metrics and a really great, use cases and everything highlighted in this article, okay? So real quick, let's get to the analysis. What I see happening in the market is this. First of all, on the August monthly open and the current weekly open, price is below that right now. And so the way I look at the market is, as long as price does not reclaim this level, I'm looking for more downside ahead into key areas of support. First one being the sweep of these two lows right here, which is from last week. That's around 22.6. And then I personally believe that we can possibly come into this particular area right here around 21.8 to about $22,000, hopefully as a retest. Again, in which case I would want to get long in the market. Now, in conditions where that the macro news is not great, that this, war news or China and Taiwan and all this stuff is exacerbating markets, in my opinion, the best thing to do is size down significantly and, look at like the broader picture on things of daily charts of key levels of support. And it's probably better to just stay hedged in those positions, not to just be, one directional bias. My thought process is, whether it's this monkeypox thing, again, I don't really know if this is real or if it's just blown up by the media or whatever. Fact of the matter is we're dealing with it. We have to deal with it because it's impacting markets. And so the way you deal with this is, like I said, size down, hedge, keep your stops tight, et cetera, right? Like that's all you can do. You can't just, say, well, this is definitely bullshit, or this is right, or this is wrong. It doesn't matter what you say or what you think, okay? Point is, it's going to impact markets and you're going to have to deal with it. So what I'm doing right now, like I said, staying hedged, being cautious, but still optimistic about these levels being respected and hopefully wanting to get long in the market as markets break down towards 22,000 or 21, 5, 21.7 down here. Okay. I think there are some other sort of positive, positive outlook happening on a daily basis, which is if you actually look at the middle Bollinger Band right here, which is the 20-period moving average, we are coming pretty darn close to retesting that. That's that middle Bollinger Band right there. That's right around 22,400 or so. If we do retest that and bounce off it, I'm ideally hoping that market starts to aggressively start moving up towards 25 and all the way up to about 27,000. And why do I say that? Well, because if you actually look at the weekly chart right here, if y'all see it on my screen, the weekly EMA, okay, the 200 weekly EMA is around 26,750. These EMAs have been respected, or 200 period moving average and EMA have been respected all the way going back to 2015 and 16. And you can see in the 2018 and 19 bear market, they were both retested multiple times before we broke out. Even in the COVID crash, we wicked right through those, but never closed below those multiple times and then broke out. So as of right now, what I'm thinking is, well, maybe we go retest 200 weekly EMA as resistance, which is around 26,700 and some change. So that's one of my thought processes. But again, that means that this level needs to hold, or the worst case scenario, 21.7 or something like that level needs to definitely hold for us to talk about higher prices. As of right now, I have no directional bias. I'm just waiting for the market to play out with all this China news or monkeypox stuff. But we'll see how that goes. Okay. Another good thing is that exchanges themselves, because of the downfall that they saw due to Voyager, due to Celsius, BlockFi, they're starting to build insurance within insurance and protection funds within the exchange itself. So whether it's volatility or hacks or some other form of turmoil, the exchanges themselves are protected. And so one of the good things is Bitget is finally doing sort of a protection fund, kind of like I think FTX and Binance and BitMEX has. So this again kind of makes me feel a little bit safer in terms of seeing my funds protected. Obviously, you could trade on these exchanges, but just recognize that if you have all your money all on one exchange, that's never a good thing anyway, right? Like any exchange, whether it's FTX or Binance or Bitget, they can have severe issues. So the best way to do that is sort of hedge your risk, spread your money across different exchanges, but at least having your money on, say MetaMask and FTX and Bitget or hardware wallets, like that diversifies your risk. And so I think that's, one good thing. The other good thing about, I think, markets right now is that the DeFi protocols that we spoke about, right, several weeks ago that did well in the market turmoil, they're still trending up very nicely. You could see Uniswap going from almost $3, sub $3, all the way to $9 and some change. So that's a big 3x in its movement. Once again, Uniswap is coming towards this 20-period moving average right here, around 770, 775. If you do get that retest around this pivot, could be a potential, long opportunity. Okay, so just keep that in mind. With Uniswap or GMX, which is another asset. Where is GMX here? GMX, right, which has been trending up very, very nicely. I think GMX talked about how their users have been making a lot of fees, through its own protocol of how trading fees are distributed, better than DYDX, which is again another sort of DEX derivative protocol. Where is DYDX? DYDX, right? So keep an eye on GMX to potentially be a bigger contender versus DYDX. Okay, let me see here. Another asset I'm kind of looking into just for airdrop purposes, as well as just kind of looking at what different token distributions are coming, is airdrops. Remember, when you start seeing a lot of airdrops come into the market, that means that the market is starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. There might be a risk on sort of momentum, risk on money flows in the market. So definitely pay attention to these airdrops that you get and take advantage of it. So on Bitget, I'm paying attention to ORT. I'm going to aim for getting this airdrop. All you have to do is deposit, $100 or more, and you can receive $2,500 of or 2,500 ORT tokens. So airdrops are definitely one of the big things that I'm going to be watching. And thank God, Bitget is a newer exchange, so they're starting to do a ton of airdrops. Lots of new coins that are going to be listed. So I'm going to take advantage of all of that because I missed out on that stuff in the KuCoin days. I didn't take advantage of that. So I'm definitely going to do that on Bitget as much as possible. Okay. So anyway, overall market analysis is hoping to hold 22.6 or 22,000 flat as key support levels. On the altcoin front, I think Ethereum is coming into a key SR level, which is this ascending trend line that y'all could see right there, right? Multiple holds on the trend line, breaks through, currently retesting. If we do pull back a little bit more, maybe we come back to the point of breakout like right there, which is around $1,475 to $1,500. So hopefully BTC breaks down, Ethereum breaks down, holds these levels. I would want to long Ethereum if this level holds right here. Okay. Other strong alts. I think Solana still doing relatively decent. Like, we retested 35.5 right there, put in equal highs. So maybe this is a double top, but if we could retest this descending trend line, as y'all could see, that descending trend line, if price wicks into it today, would be about 38.5. Okay, so keep an eye on that, 38.5 right there. That could be a nice long opportunity from here all the way up towards $50, maybe as high as 60 to 65. All this, remember, is still dependent on how the stock market does, right? Like if the stock market is kind of shitting the bed, then we're kind of screwed, right? Like then I don't know how things are going to pan out. And as you can see right now, the ES, which has been very, very much tied to the hip with, let me see here. Let me show y'all real quick. This is how the stock market and BTC look. Increasingly, very, very tied to the hip together. And so if this is the kind of movement that you see, you just want to be paying attention to what's going on in the stock market world. And as you can see, the ES is popping up right now, squeezing up a little bit. So if that's to be the case, right, then I expect BTC to pop up and squeeze up a little bit more. Okay. So always pay attention to what's going on in the stock front, in the stock market world, and that will give you a better idea of, how markets are going to pan out in the crypto world as well. Okay. All right, everybody, that's all I got. Good luck. Take care. Cheers. And make sure y'all click on the link below if you want to sign up through me on Bitget. There's an affiliate link that I posted in my YouTube description, which gives you, access to a ton of rewards, a ton of airdrop opportunities. All right. Good luck, everybody. Cheers.